You might die.
I'll be in void form, dude.
Does it increase your armor?
No, but I'm saying I won't do any damage because I'll be in void form. I'll desperate prayer everyone. It gives me 30% health and then heals me.
It's like showing all
You
the
might
offensive
die.
spells randomly. This is like
Your thing.
I didn't change anything. They're like grayed out too.
What the fuck? Must be.
It fixes it when people get in the raid, I think.
Okay.
Some weird bug, I guess, when they're not.
Also, you know VE is only a minute 15, right? So you can probably put it more than you have on there if you wanted.
Are you talking about?
Oh no, maybe you
Okay.
can't. Maybe it's fine.
Are you talking about your V?
Yeah, you got it right. You're fine.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. So for your second and third V, it's actually like if you look at the second one, and third one, the intervals only 70 seconds. But basically, what I want you to do is just use it as soon as it jumps. Like after you use it on pillar two, you just use it on CD. Like when it comes back up, you just fucking use it.
Okay.
Be right back.
I think I have COVID. I slept 15 hours and I'm still exhausted.
Yeah, you doing a depression sleep?
I don't know what's happening. I got in bed at like 3 or 4 a.m., which isn't that late for me, and then I didn't fall asleep till like 9.
Summon everyone except for. I know one person has to sit out like briefly because I want to like explain some shit. One person can just watch how stream while I explain stuff. And then I'll leave after that.
I walked out.
I'll summon everyone that's in 1 through 4.
You said you want to be in? Shouldn't I
No,
switch?
no, no. I just wanna be in to like show something, like put the markers and like
Oh.
explain some things. Because it's better to just be in this room to like show that. Let's make sure to summon people so everyone's here. So I don't have to waste a bunch of time just explaining this shit.
Did you have somebody logging to the guild page? I still can't log to it.
Can someone please take care of that today?
Yeah, I can do it. It's gonna be Korean again though.
Can someone else do it other than Earthy? Are we seriously full of 20 people who doesn't know how to use log?
I just gotta download Warcraft log updater.
It
Also, I
says
don't know if I'm approved on Blood Legion's site.
that's the problem. It says I need to be promoted to member rank. I can live log and give you the link, but I can't log to the guild page. Is what I'm saying.
We gotta contact Zonkers. I'm not a GM.
So I don't know. It says I need to be a member.
I think you have to be Raider rank or higher.
That's probably what it is.
That's actually so fucking dumb.
No, just promote me the Raider and see if it fixes it, and then you can demote me later or whatever.
I'm downloading it. I just don't have the install or the uploader on my computer. Or my new computer, I should say.
But let's get someone's out so everyone's in this room while I'm explaining this. There's a couple pinned posts on Discord, so I want people to like take a look at it too. But just look at what I'm like doing for now. I want everyone to be here. Girthy, Zephyr, Gidator's not here.
I'm here. I'm just a little bit further away.
I know Mikey is.
I summoned myself. I was just going to change a talent.
We can summon inside. Like,
Oh no, I know. I summoned myself. I was just hard thing to change a talent. I'm coming back in line.
yeah, Mikey just watched the thing. So pushing on ERT note first. Haikon and Chadmonk, are you guys present?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Pay
just
attention.
reading your pins.
Pay attention to this first. You guys can
Yep.
read pins a little bit later. So first things first. ERT changes Valley and moved your APT to lower 8, so which is like after pillar 3. So try to not to use APT on where you were using yesterday. Let's see how that goes for today. And one thing that I think we can do really, like, the things we can do better today is obviously like spreading, so and baiting. Like what I mean by baiting is not the chain slam, but for the cookie baiting. So basically, if there's a cookie slice like right on top of it, like slightly left to square, then impact happens, you know, it actually gets removed by the circles, right? So let's say after first charge, you know, everyone gets removed from the chains, right? Like you have brief moment of not getting any chains, right? So, and then you get like loose spread, and then it picks a new target for like chains, right? And right after the spread, right after the spread, the rubble happens. And one thing that we're really bad at is everyone's like so fucking focused on DPSing. Like we have entire ranges like fucking huddled up right here. Like I want like a DPS to actually like range DPS like spread like here, so that you guys can like one of them, at least one of them, can like DPS here, so you guys can like max range DPS Sludge Fist. So that way we bait one of the cookies here that will be removed in pillar 3. Same thing for another like range DPS right here. So like I want like House, you can always like move here.
Well,
Right
don't
after-
you want the farthest group to be the one that's baiting the chain slam?
No, it's not about chain slam baiting. I'm
So,
talking
wh-
about
Where?
the
Which,
cookie
which,
bait.
which pillar are you talking about?
I understand what you're saying, but you want the farthest. Like if we stand on X, we're good. That group is going to be the farthest group.
Wait, are you talking about second pillar or when?
Right after first pillar is broken, your chain goes away, right?
Yes.
And people have little moment
So-
to like
so
free
there's-
range and free moves
There's an
around.
issue with that, and that's that we tank the boss over there, and that this pillar LOSs you.
Okay, if that's the case, then I want people to at least bait one here.
So for Moon, I always run here as soon as my chain's over because this is really close to boss, and I want to be in position for like already for not being close to the chain slam targets. So I'm
Yeah,
already
that's
like
good. Yeah.
some healers would
Yeah,
be
that's
good.
good then. Yeah. Like
Where do you-
I just want at least one person to always bait it.
Where are
Like
you getting
one-
LOS from?
If you're like so like right here, if you're like behind
Yeah.
this pillar, you
I
can't.
was gonna say we can tank it instead of on this little edge right here. We can tank it kind of mirrored from where it is on the first part.
That will LOS anybody like right here though.
Non-issue if you just do it after the second pillar, anyways.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we get
And
there. it doesn't
if that's
matter.
the case, we don't have to do it after first pillar. Like I'm just being greedy if that's the case. But I do want the cookies to be baited after each pillar, right? Like so, first pillar is broken, then I want people to bait it towards second pillar. Second pillar is broken, I want people to bait. And when I say people, I don't want everyone to bait it. I just want like one of the range, couple of the range, like couple of pairs to be around, like where the rubble happens, where the impact circle soak thingy happens. So they bait it here.
You guys should bait after chain slam. There's one more destructive stomp which will make the cookies. So it basically would be like destructive stomp, or chain slam, then destructive stomp, and you could already be there after chain slam.
And so for the range pathing should be like we do first pillar here and people stand here for barrier. People mosey into the second pillar, like right here. We do second pillar here, with the barriers. And get knocked back, and we slowly move toward like here for like pillar 3, right? And after pillar 3, and boss is like right here, so people get to like. I want range to relocate to like somewhere here for third charge.
Carlos, close your fucking LVI. I'm supposed to be watching Sizzlack.
I don't need to watch him. I already know what the.
I'm watching him. He told me to sit. Or he told me to get out and watch you, and then you just got fucking LVI pulled up.
So this is after third pillar is killed, is what you're saying?
Well, after third pillar is charged, like you guys will be soaking here, right? You guys soak here, split the things, and then you guys mosey into here because this area, the entrance area, will be clean, and people have to move out for the fucking stomp and make space for everyone. And before fourth pillar happens, I want all the range. I know it's a little bit of movement, but it'll actually make sense when you guys do it. I want all the range to like migrate to star. So it's literally the same thing. You know how like House and Snart, you guys were soaking here yesterday for pillar 1, right? It'll be exactly the same situation. Like you guys will be soaking here, and other ranges will be soaking here. But this can only happen if range have migrated to this like between triangle and star before fourth pillar happens. You guys just need to like mosey back here every time the stomp happens. So it creates
Question
like,
though.
Space. Yeah.
Where's the boss when we're at this skull area? Is it just on the pillar? Are you just keeping it there?
No, but boss charge is here, right? Boss charge is here.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
like, he wakes up. He'll be basically slightly moved away from where he wakes up, because if he's just stationary, he'll break the fourth pillar with his stomp. So he
If he's gonna be pulled towards the wall, then okay.
Yeah, he'll be pulled toward like a little bit, like where I'm jumping. This is primarily where.
I'm just trying to make sure, 'cause there's still a circle, so we have to move like that.
Yeah. By doing this, it creates like space. So this area where I'm wraith walking is like not safe area, right? Because of stomp. But anywhere around like the entrance should be like safe. So all the range should be like spread around this area, and as like more cookies come out, you guys just slowly inch toward the wall here, and then before fourth pillar happens, you guys migrate here, and then we soak. And tanks can do the final charge to like triangle, or like right here where I'm jumping. It just depends on how the cookies are. But that's pretty much it. Like one thing, just positioning wise, what we can do better is baiting those cookies after each pillar charge. Like Dan said, the bait can happen right after pillar charge, the spread, or it can happen after the chain slam. And one thing I am not sure what to do is sacking the chain slam 4, because a lot of guilds sack 4 and 5, because that is possible because they have 2 pallies and they have 2 bobs. For us, that's not an option. So we can either bob the chain slam 4 and just hope for chain slam 5 going on like immediate partners. Let's say like it goes on to like Crisp and Howls, right? I tell Crisp and Howls to bait, and then if it goes on Howls or Crisp, then Howls just block, and like one of the priests life grip him to break and like suicide Crisp, and hopefully we have like the reses. if we didn't use any B-reses, we can use 2 B-reses in this fight. So it can be used for the Chain Slam 4 and Chain Slam 5 suicide person. But I don't want to worry too much about that yet. There's a couple different ways to like deal with it, even if we only sack 1 person. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Other than that, for the first hour or so, maybe first 90 minutes, I don't want people to pot. Like, I just want people to know that like the guild bank already used like 60 to 70% of gold because pots are expensive. But I do really want to get to like the DPS benchmark today. So once we see like pillar 4 a couple of times, I do want to understand like where we are at DPS wise. So I'll give you guys signal to when to like pot, and there's a post about like which class should pot when, that sort of things. So look at that, and same for defensive. Personals are really important for pillar 3. So basically the raid takes insane amount of damage after pillar 3. Like roar 7, roar 8, roar 9, roar 10. It's all of those are like fucking extremely stressful for healers. So DPS has to help out a lot. Like other guilds, even like Runekins actually off heal during like roar 8 and 9. Because DPS is not as tight as you think. Like it just, if you can save someone by off healing, that actually worth it more. So, but I
Or
did.
8 and 9 is like on the last pillar?
Yeah, it's after pillar 4. Like, I mean, anything after pillar 3 is like, everything is like really lethal. Like roar 7, roar 8, roar 9, roar 10. It's because like we are kind of out of CDs, like, you know, raid-wide CDs, and people have burned their like personals too. So you're kind of relying on Healthstone and Tonic. So that's just, you don't necessarily have to off heal, but there are opportunities that you can look for. Let's say like if you're like a very attentive raider and you see like one of the hunters are fucking dipping at 20% and roar's about to happen in like 5 seconds, right? You can just cast a heal on them. Like that might save them. And another thing that I noticed is like, especially this is especially for melee. Like even when you guys think you guys are safe, and when the call for Healthstone and Tonic is called, just use it. Like, just because you don't think you're gonna die, just because you think you're like 60% and you don't need to use it, like that doesn't mean you should save it. You should absolutely use it, because if you don't use your Tonic or Healthstone right there, like healers are going to waste their GCDs on you. That means, you know, they're saving you instead of someone they could have saved, like hunters or, you know, mages. So, and Chad Monk, you have like a third pot with the Kyrian pot, right? So like make sure to use those. Like Windwalker is extremely fucking tanky in this fight. Like you should never fucking die, or you should always be like, healer should never like focus you. Like healer should never worry about you, because you have so many ways to like mitigate damage, CDs and pots. You know, you have 3 pots, right? So just do help healers out like that.
Yeah, I'll do it that way. It's fine.
And one thing, so Duck, I want you to use your wings on roar 8 instead of pillar 4. Like, you know how like roar 8 happens right before pillar 4, and pillar 4 is like 420, so your wings come up like a little earlier. Don't save like your wings for pillar, because I think it's better to use your wings like defensively and heal people before the pillar happens. So let's go with that for now.
So I'm just using wings on cooldown the whole fight?
Yes, for now,
okay.
yes. The first swing, you know, on pull, you can probably like DPS, right? But after that, just primarily focus more on healing for now. That may change as we get more tools and people are better with it, right? But for now, I think saving people makes more sense. Alright, I'm zoning out. My king can come in. Make sure to put down consumables, check your weapon oils and everything.
Can you feign this boss? Or probably not, because it knocks us all back up.
I think I can, yeah.
I just wanted to see if my log thing worked, because like the log folder is different from how it was when I last logged?
I don't think
So-
it'll log a feign pull.
Okay.
So
Oh, and also I changed PI targets. I think just PIing 2 hunters better for us now because hunters just have way more eye level than Xanar right at this point. So 2 PIs for hunters on pool, 1 for mage. I spelled out PIs on ERT, so just follow those.
Let's give it the fucking gyrator. Ugh.
Gross.
Pass.
Fucking gross. Just
I
give
want you
me the
to
crisp.
focus me, and when you see my true shot go up, then you use it.
I mean, you get it 5 seconds after the poll
Focus
starts.
me.
No, it's not about you. You get it 5 seconds after the poll starts.
Okay, Valley, just do ready check.
No, I'm gonna restart my game real quick.
Just make sure
Respect
that
your
everyone's ready.
elders.
Just pre-PI.
Honestly, you should. That's the real thing.
I can give it to you after I put up my dots and then void
It's
torrent.
done on it.
If you
Oh, I
want
think
it
you want to
ASAP.
give it early.
Is it a minute or
Because
2 minutes?
it's 2 minutes. I think if
2.
you don't give it early, then
Yeah,
you
just do it.
you
like
can't-
early at like 2 on the full timer if you don't precast.
yeah.
Also, yeah, like between pools, check the Slush Fizz Discord pin post for like defensive and pots, and take a look at it. It's like a hard suggestion. If you like strongly disagree with it, and if you think there are better ways to use it, just let me know.
Flasks, get food.
Let me get my unbridled potions out.
I actually thought about that. 'cause
Got
I
them,
was
dude. I'm popping them.
like, that'd be actually
I-
pretty decent to do on pool.
There's a lot of logs using Phantom Fires, yeah.
Well, I just spent that on bridal because like you can have it for the full like minute. I guess obviously it's just less damage, but
I'm ready, I think.
like if you pot the first pillar, it won't be back at the end. I don't think.
5,
Yeah, I got my prolong
사.
powers.
3, 2, 1.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
Hell yeah.
Range.
Usually spread. Bait targets are, oh, this is cursed. Troy and Smart. Troy and Smart. You guys are baiting.
Can you hear me?
Spread.
Spread.
Troy and Smart.
Knockback and spread.
Finder strength.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar soak time.
Dodge.
Let's get there into the barrier.
Soak.
So inflection, you are not soaking. Goes for looting. Okay, just go with 18 for now. We'll practice. Like this is the part that I want people to be like
Range.
like everyone's so
Spread.
clumped here, and like one person can bait to one of the markers that I put. It's like pillars.
You already know where we're going, right there.
Spread.
Chain slams next. Who's the partners?
Gyrator and inflection. Gyrator and inflection.
Think it's too close, I can.
Yeah, that's fine.
This SLT. Just stay in for that.
Knockback and spread.
Look at the
High
screen, you dumb
energy.
shit. I'm trying to get your
Spread.
attention.
Probably wasn't.
I thought it was on the edge.
Get the pillar
Dodge.
soaks.
Yeah. So,
It'll then cookies will go away. Maybe.
this
So-
is a good bait because as you can see the cookies go away, right? So it's great. That's what I'm talking about.
Range. Spread.
And this is when like one group can bait to X. It can happen after chain slam
You
too.
need to be on the right side. of the
Chain slam should be
Yeah.
inflection,
Go.
And Troy, Inflection and Troy.
Spread.
Gotta move after this then, Shy. Okay, ripping the cookies.
Knockback.
That'll be
Spread.
mixture, yeah.
Yeah.
Spread out a little bit.
I need to move
High energy. Spread. Dodge.
Really far.
This one's personal. Everyone use personal here.
Soak.
Nope, one's missing. Okay.
Oh, me and Girthy went the same way.
Yeah.
But we were only 2 people on one so.
Alex, make sure you are.
I'm trying, but both my partners didn't want to go over there.
Also, one of the feedback that I'm hearing is, I understand this is like a patchwork fight, but there are people who are like noticeably terrible partners. Like healers get partnered with set of number of people, and they make healers' life like miserable. I'm not gonna say who they are, but
Why don't we
they-
say who they are so maybe they can know it and fix it? That way we can like have like discourse about it, because some people may not even have a fucking clue what they're doing.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the feedback that I get is like crisp, Mikey. Anytime healers get partnered with you guys, like it's like nightmare because you guys don't move for them. You guys make healers' life miserable.
General rule: if you get partnered with a healer, you should be going to them. Like
You're not sitting there and casting aim shot and focusing on your like DPS. You have to play. You have to sim for healers when you get chained with healers.
Healers are positioning so
I run
that
to healer
we
every
won't
time.
get
I
baited.
pray to get linked with them so I don't have to chain slam. I run to them in the front constantly. And I was linked with Ludic last night. He told me to stop moving because because he was ramping and I stopped.
Maybe you fixed it. I'm just basing it off on the feedbacks that I've got.
Also, on that pull right there, the chain slam people got like totally fucked. Is that just like gonna happen? Because like we
That
couldn't
happened-
get pushed back towards the raid. We had to get pushed like where the boss is now because there was like cookies everywhere, and then like we couldn't even get to
So
the pillar.
yeah, so I think on the pushback for the chain slam people, I definitely will have a decent amount of, even on like my lower ramps, we'll have decent amount of shield. You should be fine to get knocked back into a cookie as long as you're not getting hit by a falling rock.
Yeah, I was
It's like a
about to
triple,
suggest
though.
you get
But, I mean,
pushed
we can
over
try
the
it.
cookie and just get back to the raid.
Yeah, I think you should be safe.
Yeah, and we also didn't have AM for that one. Like I didn't call it because Doc was doing it right yesterday, but
Dude, my game was just so choppy right there. I don't know.
Yeah, so was mine. I don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just shut off a bunch of shit.
Yeah, melee was looking very interesting. There's me and X just, walking around normally, and then I have 2 people teleporting fucking around me.
it's fine. But the spread right after first pillar was like much better, and as you guys can see, those couple cookies fucking like disappeared immediately, right? So like that's the good shit.
Melee, real quick, can we have a rule? Just whoever I get paired with, can we have the left side so I'm always in position to like
the right side?
The right side, yeah, that's what I meant.
Sure.
Alright, let's get pulled in. Like I promise you, like if we just like do the fight well today, like I don't know if we will die today, but like it can 100% die next raid. Just gotta see.
What's the screen, you dumb shit? I'm trying to get your attention.
Range.
The bait people are Zoomkins and Troy. Zoomkins and
Enemy.
Troy.
Spread out.
Spread.
Chain slam after.
I'll go far when we run out. So,
We can just go further right too.
I don't want to live in both ways to the tanks run out.
Knockback and
Okay.
spread.
Also, melee's communicating where to run is a good thing. Just like
High
always
energy.
communicate when in doubt.
Then Pillar soaks.
Dodge.
Get to square. The
So-
white soak will be smart and how to always try to get the white soaks.
You
Spread
guys are
out.
really scared. Yeah.
My bad.
This is the part that I want people to be better spreading.
As soon as he
What
wakes up,
happened there?
like, you guys cannot be anywhere near the markers.
Yeah, that was
Spread.
I thought I could make it to Ludic over all the people in time, but it wasn't fast enough.
Red Thunder Ember.
I am on the ground.
Red Fire.
Good luck.
Ender BMI.
So like, I'm
tempting.
still seeing this problem. Like after first, pillar and right before the chain happens, like people are too stacked.
Look at the
Like,
screen,
no
you
one is
dumb
moving.
shit. I'm
High
trying to
energy.
get your
Wants to speak,
attention.
yes.
Spread.
Like literally one range can like go to rune and bait and force like your partner
Dodge.
to like come to you.
Yeah, that's pretty
So,
Yeah. Does he actually just snap our chain if that happens?
I don't know.
Yeah, I moved to moon too early that time. I'll wait for the boss movement next time.
Right.
Oh, are you talking about him running?
Every time we're on this pillar, like I always position myself so I get knocked towards where we're going next.
Yeah.
And Layden's usually right on me, but that was like the first time I've seen other people be like right next to us, and you're gonna get fucking punched.
The pull right bar was the same thing.
Oh,
He
I
just got
see.
lucky and didn't die.
Okay.
Also, you should just like put marks on healers' heads or something. Because you don't need marks or anything else. Like the people linked with the healer know they're linked with the healer to like be cautious about him, but like other people don't realize if it's a healer.
Weekora
on top
tells
of
you.
them.
No, he's saying for other people that
For
aren't
other people that
chain-
aren't linked
Yeah,
with
the
them.
Weekora
Oh.
tells you your chain target.
Like I was linked with Valley right there on one of those, and like I was a fine distance away, but someone else was turning and he had to move from them. Like they should know that he's a healer. If they had a mark, they would know.
I need 1 minute on cooldowns, but I honestly don't care, because who gives a fuck, right?
Make sure you guys have health pots and health stones. I can fucking see shit now.
God, this is cringy.
Does it show a 3 for Kyrian?
Yes. Yes.
That's cool. I didn't think it would actually work.
Some people have 0, dude.
You should be able to trade Kyrians to other people.
I think it's not. Yeah. It's updates on cool.
range.
Three targets are inflection and shelf. Inflection and shelf.
Can innovate?
Spread out.
Spread.
Chain slam. Knock back and spread.
Why is that happening?
High energy.
I don't know. Where is he? We were just on top of each other, and then we got knocked
pillar
back.
soak. Go pillar.
Dodge.
Goes into square.
So,
Yeah, and don't forget, if you are paired with Ludic on the first chain set, you are not soaking.
Okay, find new partners.
He knows. I'm trying to like.
Yeah, spread.
Range.
Usually spread. Like we can do
Spread.
better about spreading here, please.
Sorry, like.
You have time to find a partner after this. Yeah.
Right side, Jet.
spread.
Spread. Next is chain slam.
Red Thunder
Oh,
Ember.
this one's howls and inflection. Howls and inflection. How's get it?
Knock back and spread.
Go more left or right here.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar soak.
Dodge. So,
Left one's not being soaked. Left one.
What? Did you see where I went?
What did you?
I hunted the boss and it flew me over here.
That's why you don't run momentum on this fight. I know you're not, but it's why it is actually impossible to run it. Because sometimes that just happens.
Did you snap my neck?
No, but like,
Yeah, spell rush bugs all the time.
oh,
Everyone does that.
He hunted.
He just went like 40 yards
Oh,
over
it was the hunt that sent you over there?
I hunted
Done.
in melee range and it flew me to the other side of the boss. I've never seen that with any model.
Oh yeah, no.
So
yeah,
isn't
that'll
that the
happen.
isn't that the same thing with like save lokes, right? Like if a rogue shadow steps,
네,
it goes to
감사합니다.
a specific spot on the boss all the
It
time.
might do the
It's
same
not
thing
a
if you
thing.
charge. Like if you.
No, I mean, I
the
was behind
pathing
him.
might.
I don't know why it did that. It's really
That can't be the first time he's hunted the boss there, so
Oh,
hasn't
no way.
snapped anybody's neck before.
That never happened. Whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna
No,
assume
I'm-
that's gonna never happen again.
All
No,
right,
I'm
Zephyr, you can
curious,
only
does it
debuff now.
actually go to like a save loke spot for like a lot of bosses? Does it always go to the back, or is it always
It'd be like it's either his back or directly underneath him.
It's direct. Like if Haikon is the boss, it should always hit where I'm looking at him from. It does not do any curves. It does not go to a
Okay.
specific spot. It's directly straight.
Did you cast all those moving?
I cast
Oh,
it inside.
did you precast it while just before he landed?
No, I cast it inside of the soak.
Oh, it's just weird.
I always get inside of the soak before casting hunt, because you know if I don't do that,
maybe it has to do with like he charges and gets stunned or something? Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen, and we're just gonna move on.
Good food buffs.
I mean, that's good to know. Like, if you can't actually do it on Vuln windows, or if you've done it before and this was a one-off.
Okay, let's get close. Just any early death to getting people neck snapped is just not. It's not ideal.
Done.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
Range.
Baiting targets are Crisp and Troy. Crisp and Troy.
Then innovate.
Spread.
Spread.
Chain slam. Knockback and spread.
High energy. Spread.
After this is pillar soak.
Another group can go to the
Dodge.
Ludic. You just stand.
So.
What did you guys do?
How did you snap my neck? Oh.
Not even that far apart.
Do you always stay on that side?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand there so the person with me can.
Which one failed?
It was, I think it was ranged in blue, wasn't it?
Was it
have
the
four
right?
people.
It's the one that Howls usually get, so that's why I have you have a backup on Snart. So Howls was paired with Ludic, and Ludic's ramping right there, so Howls couldn't get it. So
I said they're gonna need someone on the right.
yeah, he did say it, but people didn't make it. Just
Which one got missed?
the yeah between
Blue is
Behind
two.
blue.
between
The food
Ludic
is-
and Star, between
여기까지.
Ludic and
He's saying the
Feast
far
지금
one that's
보니까-
always like a little bit farther.
제가
because that's the one where Howls always
여기
gets with
여기까지
Snart, and Howls wasn't
멘탈이 안
playing,
나가고
so.
재미있게 월을 했었던 이유가
But he's saying
법사가 안
that-
좋아가지고
Me and Xanor got split. I should have just said.
공대 법사가 한 명이었기 때문에가 아닐까라는 생각이
I
듭니다.
couldn't move any further right at that point.
Oh, did you guys go in two separate circles on that? Okay.
Yeah.
Other way.
Also, make sure you guys are hunters marking. I don't know if you guys are, but
Defense.
Wait, does that do something now?
yeah, because we got the conduit at 6% DR always.
Oh, cool.
If that's only for renown 18, right? I
Yeah.
don't think hunters, all the hunters have renown 18.
Dude, my conduit's OP too. It's just not for this fucking fight.
I don't think some people have the right renown.
So you need 20 seconds there.
Yeah, 10 seconds now.
Which they really should, by the way. If you're not renown 18, you're not doing something right.
What do I get for a 18?
An
Defense,
endurance
yeah.
conduit for
If you're
9.
using Naya, that is.
Oh, there are other covenants that gets.
Look at the screen you
Yeah,
dumb
every
shit. I'm
covenant
trying to
has
get your
something built in.
attention.
They might not use
Range.
the other ones at 21.
It's gyrator and Snart. Snart, yeah, Valley. I'm sorry, just this group's card.
Spread.
Chain slam.
Oh, Shaman's not really a bad target to get gripped on
It's
the
not
first
the worst.
one.
And it's knockback and spread.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar soak.
Everyone moves it
Dodge.
into square.
Time to mosey.
So.
Hit me, man.
No, but it's.
Yeah, I
Are
know.
you trying to like just maximize DPS while it's charging? Is that like why?
No, I was trying not to snap Duck's neck.
Right. I figured you were dying.
But did we miss on blue that time?
Spread.
Yeah,
On left?
we missed
Oh,
on left.
I got
back.
mine. I got
Everyone-
mine.
everyone
No,
went to the
sorry.
bush.
I mean on the left. Everybody was on the right side, but there was
Yeah,
four
no,
people.
no,
on the...
don't try to. So we have like fucking.
Wait. There was four
I
people
know,
on the left side.
I know which one. I'm trying to say it.
Yeah.
Everyone's, I saw it. It was on the left of the blue, and all the people went forward, and there was one closer to the back on the cookie. So we all just went to the same one.
Just try to pre-spread within the circle.
There was one right on my body. I got that one. That's all.
This is completely unrelated, but does anyone have that weak aura that like? Remember on Unad how we used that weak aura to see like people's names and shit? Anyone got that shit? I need to see a zips under the boss because his feet are covering fucking everybody.
Oh yeah, you mean
I
like
think
they're...
they broke that add-on.
That is broken.
Do you use platers
Just
ever?
turn
You can do
They
it.
don't. They
friendly
don't like
games on.
shit like that. Huh?
They didn't like that an add-on's nameplates were better than their default ones.
Let's get pulls. I hate to repeat this, but the reason that I said we are not potting for first like 90 minutes is because we want to see fights longer. Like why are you guys caring about DPS? Like if you guys are randomly dying like in first 1 minute, we are never going to fucking kill this.
Yeah,
Never.
it doesn't matter what our DPS is in the first 3 or 4 pillars even. We need to see all the way to the end of the fight. And
Trying to
that's
like
where we're at.
min-max like DPS while charging is like dumbest shit ever.
Good point though that everyone kind of mentioned though. When we get into the cookies, you should try to like stand on a side of it so you can see like that's the side I'm gonna soak for. It's something I can do better. Other people do better.
I saw all the fire game.
Can you like make an
And
effort
innovate.
to move
Yeah,
towards
dude.
me?
Then usually try space.
Spread.
Which is a plus spot.
I mean, I'll move afterwards, but like,
In your room. But
Crisp and Gyrator, Valley just get gripped.
Shelf, we're gonna go.
spread.
Wanna go right?
High energy. Spread.
And then make your way to the pillar.
Killers.
There's literally nothing I can do there, man. You gotta wait.
So.
The charge is coming after that.
Spread.
Range.
We're
Spread.
good about spreading here.
What the fuck?
I mean, I do it.
Stand in there. Go to the left. Zips. Me and Duck are taking the right.
Spread.
You can spread.
Is that too close?
Chain
Is that
slam.
bad? Oh no.
Slam.
Who's getting
Right.
trained? Oh, me and Chris?
Hug the wall. That's fine.
Crisp and Mikey.
Life bender Ember.
Trying to
Knock
look
back
at
and spread.
like there's
Look at
just
the
there's
screen,
like
dumb
no
shit. I'm trying
point
to get
in
your
doing this
attention.
if you're losing like someone like
High
first
energy.
30 second. Like, what the fuck is up with that?
Pillar soak.
It's fucking weird.
Dodge.
Like, how do you die in first 30 seconds? Like, how?
Soak.
What even fucking happens?
I'll tell you after the poll's over.
New partners.
Range.
Person won't get it here.
Spread.
Base are Zumkins and Crisp.
One more.
I think we have to just stay on each other for that part.
Yeah, it's looking.
Because I'm getting
You're
double.
taking the solo melee attacks.
Yeah, I'm
correct?
getting double.
That's what's happening. Inside.
Just DPS here, Schultz. We have your own grade.
But oh no, I can't survive in seconds.
Yeah, it looks like the seismic shift is only like 6k, so it's better just to sit on each other's head and make sure the double hit doesn't happen.
Makes sense.
It'll also
High
make it
energy.
easier for us to get the boss from first pillar to the stopping point right after, because you can just run on top of my head, and I go to that same spot to the left of that gate every time.
저도 주간
Alright, so after that second pushback,
주간 상자 개쓰레기.
we got cut off by a swirl. We know he's about to charge. Like, don't just like run through the swirl so you have to run back through it again. Like, you're connected to somebody. So I was waiting for him to charge, and my chain link literally ran straight through the fucking swirl that was about to slam down. Like, you can't do that. Like, it's either snap my neck or just fucking die.
Which one are you doing, Zoomkins?
You cancel.
I have to cancel it first. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know the rules.
I mean, when Rubble's about to, like, right after the fucking chain slam and you guys are running out and Rubble happens, you have time to, like, come back in, I'm pretty sure.
You have time to run back in DPS, but when two swirls spawn right there, cutting you off from the boss, there's literally no reason to run through those swirls to the other side of them.
Yeah, there is no reason. Then just fucking communicate.
I mean, I tried.
I have a question that not really related. Is there a reason behind the groups of DPS 1, 2, and 3 here? If not,
2, yeah.
Oh.
1, 3, 4 now.
Is it possible to have the hunters in the same group and maybe move the melee up?
No.
No? Okay.
It's for DPS reasons.
Like parties?
Yes.
Yeah,
Party,
they have
party
ocarinas.
buff.
They have
Yeah, party
ocarina.
buff.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Speaking of party stuff, am I still the only person with the Stone Legion trinket? I thought someone else got it.
I have one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I
Range.
didn't press my
Inflection
button.
and snort. Inflection and snort.
Then innovate.
Good.
Are you saying I'm sorry because it might have got double hit?
Yes.
Spread.
No, it's in. I can probably solo tank the beginning of the fight.
Chain slam.
Both kind of dumb.
I can't get my soak this full.
Me and Shelf will get it. Shelf, we're gonna go.
Knock back.
So snort and shelf, you guys get the right side of the square.
Snart and read.
Spread out.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar soak after this.
Dodge. Soak.
After this roar, people range, make sure to spread out. Don't be greedy.
Range. Spread.
Go to the left after this.
Spread out.
It's crisp and snart. Crisp and snart.
Spread.
Chain slam next.
Like Bender Ember.
It's SLT under the boss in 2.
Knock back and then spread.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
High energy. Spread.
Then we run to pillar.
Get to know. One of the
Dodge.
cookies will disappear.
Soak.
Spread here and bait toward X. Like one, at least a couple range. Bait toward X. Force your
Range.
partner to move in.
Spread.
So spread.
We go left.
It'll be
Okay,
Snart
one
and
more.
Zoomkins. Snart and Zoomkins waiting. Snart and Zoomkins.
Spread.
Chain slam after this.
Don't forget your AN. Like
Yep.
last second.
Boss moved to
I think it's
Good. Spread the needle, yeah.
Is knockback and spread. I'll move at it.
Chadmonk Tigers lets me when the stomp happens.
Spread out.
High energy. Spread.
This is spread and then the what was it into X? Okay, that's bad.
Dodge.
This is personal.
Yeah, you moved last second. I couldn't
This is
adjust.
personal.
Sorry.
Soak.
I mean, there's so many range that just didn't move there. Like, there wasn't room. And there's room behind the range, and they just
I
didn't.
hate this pillar, man.
So what should, like, what end up killing people there?
No
guess
one
what-
spread. People, like,
So, if you look at pillar 4 right now, like behind that pillar 4, there is a space where everyone was so, and this is before charge, everyone was so huddled between circle X and moon, so like people weren't using like space, you know, around pillar 4. Basically, what Mike is saying is like people weren't spread enough, and it didn't give people enough space to spread out, run out. So
Yeah, and even if we had everyone alive, I don't think the left part would have been able to be soaked. I think once the second stomp happens, like the range doesn't really have a reason to like not be a little bit closer to the boss if they want to. So maybe if a couple people stood here, they can soak this over here because this was completely empty among the people that were still alive.
yeah,
This should always have them.
yeah, that
like,
one
the
should
most
always have
people.
like a lot of people. That one
This
should have,
soak
like-
should never be missed, like ever.
That time everybody was standing
Yeah,
here.
that time everyone went. So
Yeah,
everyone's
I
trying
don't
to
know why
overcompensate.
people are
Yeah.
inconsistent,
No,
like-
people are trying to overcompensate. Basically, the right one, like where the bear's jumping right now on each pillar, that's where Snart and House groups like soaking. And when House cannot get it, he will call for backups. And even when House and Snart's like the only two pair gets paired together, I try to call like extra person to help soak those. But when that's not the case, the range default should be the other side one, the one that just got missed.
Yeah, in general, just remember that after the second stomp in each rotation, there's no stomp, so you just need to be not in like the path of the charge. And if that helps you get to a better location, you can always move that way.
Sizzlack and Dan are calling, like, knockback and spread, but people are getting knocked back and then just hitting. Like, they're not doing anything. Like, they're just sitting there and then adjusting at the last second, which is terrible. And everyone's just being selfish. They're like, well, my circle's fine, so I'm sure everyone else has room. Like, that's not the case.
You guys should use the knockback to kind of position yourself. Like, there's 4 people getting chain slammed to the center, so you're gonna get 4 new people at the front. So you should kind of like shift, like a conveyor belt.
Yeah, so if you're not the bait people who's baiting chain slam, like you have to create space for people who's getting gripped in. Like they have to make extra, you know,
Range.
like run. Baiting is Zoomkins and Gyrator.
Then intervene.
No.
Spread.
Chain slam after.
Move up, Trent.
This is knockback and then spread.
High energy. Spread.
Thank you, Lee.
Killer.
Dodge.
We'll go after the cookie.
So.
Or maybe not.
gonna be knockback and then spread. New partners will be selected. Don't be greedy here.
Range. Spread.
See, this one's much better. Bait people are Zoomkins and Troy. Zoomkins and Troy.
Spread.
Chain slams next.
More on this side though.
How did that stun me?
So like I said, if you're not the bait people, like you guys have to make some. You guys have to like make some space for these people getting out.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
High energy. Spread.
It's pillar soak after this, so full resources.
Get to the moon.
Dodge. Soak.
Soak here. One more soak. Okay, 10 smiths.
Huh?
What? No, we definitely got it.
That was
No way, that was. You guys are all in the front one, and me and Duck are both in the back.
we were all three here. We all went to the back.
I don't know. From my screen, it looked like a tank missed, but I believe.
Yeah, everyone, when you're like soaking in one of those big circles, like you should just soak on an edge somewhere, an empty edge, and then you'll generally be near a soak.
Yeah, just be farthest away from the clump of people. Generally, that
so,
works.
You know, like the first soak is a big circle, right? Like people don't have to pixel stack for that one. Like if you're loosely spread soaking that one, it's much easier to soak the subsequent circles. Like from Howard's POV, I literally cannot see the circles on melee soak because the boss is hiding it. I literally cannot see it. So just please make a system that melee when you guys are soaking, like there's 4 of you, so you guys are loosely spread when you guys are soaking. And if so one thing is obviously far from the boss, Duck gets it. And if it's not, you know, if it's like kind of tricky to decipher which one's farther from the boss, you guys should be able to get it because the initial soak was done by loosely spreading.
Also, can't the melee one just be like fully assigned? Like,
yeah, we're just gonna 4-point.
It should never miss because
Yeah,
you
like,
guys
say
are
if
always the same ones.
Health stone thing is the circle, which is actually pretty much the same size. You just all always, like, even for the range, you stand on an edge of it. Like, don't just stand in the middle. Like, just pick an edge that doesn't look like it has people.
All right, let's get close. Let's get to pillar 3 and 4. Come on, we were able to see pillar 4 yesterday, so you know, dumb mistakes happening constantly earlier in the play.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Range.
Gyrator and Zoomkins.
Then innovate.
Spread.
Spread.
Chain slam. Knockback and spread.
Snart interview.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar soak.
We'll just do square.
Dodge. Soak.
Knockback and spread. We're gonna get new partners. Don't be greedy here.
Range. Spread.
Coming Zephyr on 4.
Bait Troy and Gyrator. Troy and Gyrator.
Both sides of.
Come up a bit else.
Yeah.
Spread.
And slams after this. Move up a little bit.
Okay.
Lifeline to Ember. Should be fine.
Do you want? We have to go up.
This is knockback.
Yeah,
Spread.
Squeeze.
We'll make.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
One
High
more spread
energy.
right here.
Spread.
Then we move to pillar after this.
1 second
Pillar.
later.
Dodge.
That was like fucking Benny Hill music right there. I don't know what you guys were doing.
I'm sorry. I messed that up.
I could have moved it faster and everything clear. I like.
Chadwell, you have like 3 things to use. Like you're like 40% HP and you're not using a plot. Very brave of you.
I tried. I was gonna step to you afterwards. I just didn't want to overlap.
Spread again.
Spread.
Chain slam after this. Who's my partners?
That's
Yeah,
four back here.
Just wipe this.
Doing this.
The second roar is always the one right after the
Dodge.
chain slam, right? Like in each like little mini phase.
It's always after the chain
So-
slam. Yep.
I was just looking for. Okay, so after fourth pillar, the one
So,
roar after chain slam is mine. That's all. I was just checking.
Troy and Chris, when you guys died to that rubble, like that's after you guys get gripped in, right?
Yeah.
After you guys get gripped in, and like, were you guys trying to like stay in? I know you have to stay in for the SLT, but that one always overlaps with like rubble. You cannot be in front of the rubble happening. You have to go right or either right side or like move far back.
Yeah, that's my bad. I should have just booked it out. I was just afraid of walking into the people behind us. That's my bad.
If you're
I mean,
scared-
that's like multiple thing, right? Like the people who's not baiting and getting chain slammed, they also have to create space for those range. The full range who just got gripped in and has to make their way back to the range. Like the people who are not baiting has to like be, you know, better about that too.
When the people who don't get gripped in when you get knocked back by the roar don't move back forward. Like as long as you're in range of the boss, just stay back. So when the people were running back out, they have plenty of room. What happens is people get knocked back by the roar and they're like, "Oh, I got to get back to where I was," but it's actually the wrong thing to do.
오, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Range.
It's Troy
No.
and Crisp. Troy and Crisp.
Innovate.
Spread.
Chain slam. Just knock back and then spread.
One more spread here.
High energy. Spread.
Then we move to pillar.
Dodge. Soak.
Knockback coming at 3, and then after that we spread.
How does that happen?
Resin.
Spread.
Okay, it's too late.
You guys are on the left, Troy. And Zip.
Spread out.
Yeah, let's go hard look.
Spread.
Baits are shelf and inflection. Shelf and inflection.
Chain slams next.
There's the guy. That's good.
Life bender, remember?
Knock back and then spread.
SLT. When you get knocked back, just be in the range of the boss.
Look at the
You don't have
screen,
to
you dumb shit.
go
I'm trying to
back
get your
so much.
attention.
High
Create
energy.
space.
Spread.
Create space for other people.
Dodge. Soak.
Mikey, don't forget to use V. Okay, you use V. You can like pre-use it.
It was it was a global late, but
New partners.
Range.
Spread out. One can
Spread.
bait to X.
We're going left after this shot.
It's going to be Zoomkins and Mikey. Zoomkins and Mikey.
we gotta move back south.
You can just go deep. Okay, go.
내 몸이 어딘지
디바.
봐봐. 이게 어떻게 맞아?
Okay, Devo is late. Like, Doug, you cannot. Do you want me to call it every time or?
No, I'm just focusing too hard on healing people.
Get
There.
out.
We go left.
High
so-
energy.
Everyone health pot right now. Everyone's like looking really bad. Okay.
Dodge.
Arsenal for discharge. Not having one
So-
healer. Just insanely scary right there.
You don't need to be on the inside part of it, do you, Doug? Like that's where the boss before it charges.
No, I just that seemed like the only spot we had there. Unless
No, I mean, well, I
someone
just
over you.
I didn't know if you need to be on that side.
Just being able to hit it as much as I can helps.
I can't really see melee, so I don't know why you're getting fisted. Like, is it just
Like I'm
the
playing max
finicky
range.
interaction or? Yeah,
I'm trying to
know,
look
yeah,
at it right
I know
now.
that, I know that
But
can happen. I'm just-
that time what happened is the boss ran through you. You were in the direction of the boss running. So basically he ran through you and fisted your ass. So like if you were just off it's just kinda like the timing.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the clip right now, but I'm sure you're right.
That's
Are you?
What I'm trying to say, Venice, is like I understand, like as a melee, I know, like I understand it can get finicky, but there's always you can play like it's not just oh it's fucking RNG, I got RNG. It's not really just RNG, you know. Like you can always like place
In the direction
yourself better. Like it's not just about max range, but never being in the path of like his fist or whatever. Just
Are you calling Chain groups just based on who's linked together? Because like calling me and Shelf there was like an absolute nightmare. We had to run through like 5 sets of cookies just to get out to the bait spot.
there's a
And then there was
so
like
there's a
back.
priority system. Basically, like Moonkins and Hunters are the top priorities. Like Mage and Priest are like low priorities. Warlocks are also high, but any people who's chained with healers are not gonna get slammed. Like that pool, like most DPS were paired with healers, and you guys were like DPS pairs. That's why I understand that was not ideal, but sometimes that has to happen.
No, I mean that's fine that it happened. I just wonder if that's actually worth the healers healing us that much to run through 3-4 sets of cookies just to get the bait and then take a bleed. Like my health never recovered.
Yeah, to pop
Maybe
like
not. I
everything.
mean, like
I used health
in
stone,
that case,
desperate tear, and health pot, and I still died.
in that case, probably just making like Lifebind or getting gripped is probably okay. But also like House doesn't play with the friendly nameplate, and his friendly nameplate has like a bars, so it's like bad.
If you have Twitter, you can just toggle on there, and it's just the names, if you care.
Yeah, I know. Like I have it, but House doesn't have that, so I can't
It's like-
always
it's
see
only
like
like
who's
obnoxious if
there.
there's mobs on top of you all the time, because it'll force their HP, like their nameplates, to the top and keep all your friends at the bottom. There's only one mob, so I don't think it's a big deal.
I send you a map to a house.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Range.
Snart and crisp, snart and crisp.
Enervate.
Spread out.
Spread.
Chain slam. Knockback and then spread.
왜 분파 안 써졌지?
High energy. Spread.
Spread.
Next is pillars.
Dodge.
Get to square.
Soak.
Knock back in 2, and then we spread.
Range. Spread.
This was Zoomkins and Shelf. Zoomkins and no, Zoomkins and Inflection. Zoomkins and Inflection.
Spread out. Chain slam next. We're on the right hand side.
Left thunder armor.
SLT. Delay.
Knock
If
back
you get
and then
knocked
spread.
back your range, it makes space. Makes space for others.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your
High
attention.
energy. Spread.
Pillar.
Dodge.
Let's loot it.
Soak.
Is that no health? Oh, it's fine actually.
Partners.
Spread
Range.
here.
Spread.
Range group
I'll
range
come-
X if you
No,
can.
I got you.
Baits, Zoomkins, and Inflection. Zoomkins and Inflections.
One more super.
You have to run
Make
out,
it
yeah.
next.
Spread.
Attacks.
Should have enough space.
Chain slams next.
What's my bad load?
Don't move in quickly, 'cause they're-
Doc, do not forget to use your AM. Right now.
Spread out.
Range make space.
High
The
energy.
cookies are pretty
Spread.
bad, but you guys have to like create space.
Pillar soak.
Dodge.
Let's go around. Cookie's gonna kill
That
us.
health pot now, everyone health pot, it's really bad.
So-
Crystals.
Yeah, everyone was like 20%, 40%.
It's AM, right? What's the range on AM? Like 30 yards?
40.
Okay.
Did you actually not get that AM right there, Dan?
No,
No,
we
I'm
did.
just thinking for the type of cooldown that it's not, you know, gotta be close over there.
I don't think LOS affects it if you're like category behind a pillar.
I don't know, I get hit for 24k, that's normal, right? Is that too much?
Dodge.
The pillar slam?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get about 25k.
Soak.
I think I might even have faint on.
Real slow.
Druids, rogues, and like DHs have it decently easy because we can bark blur feint everyone, but
Are we spreading too close to the third pillar, like, too soon? Because, like, the cookies are always a nightmare, just, like, trying to get into the third pillar soak.
Yeah, like there when we
Maybe.
got pulled in for,
Yeah,
I like
maybe.
that's what I was asking because I had to go like a far roundabout way. 'Cause
So
walking-
right after second pillar is broken, you know, like right before you guys are paired with new partner, I called bait to X. But maybe that's a bad call. Like
I think,
we
like-
might have to wait for the bait.
I personally, like, after the first pillar breaks, like, right where the first pillar is and behind it is, like, wide open and in range. So, like, I know healers can't go there, and I know a bait's gonna happen, but, like, everyone's kind of clumped, like, between these two pillars here, when they could be, like, over here, or, like, behind the first pillar. But instead they, like, spread out between, like, Moon and X. And then getting to the third pillar is almost impossible.
It's not working, Sizzler.
You have to reload. Just use it once and reload. It should work.
And it's just me, or the charge doesn't get rid of the circles sometimes.
Try
it does
the
it all the
shift
time.
V one more time. Like try to turn it on and turn it off.
It gets rid of the circles.
I don't know.
if
We can figure it out later. It's fine.
If the soak spawns on the cookies, that's when it gets
Okay.
rid of.
Oh, okay. So if it misses the circle, like right in the middle. Okay.
I think the cookies disappear if they're by the pillar when he slams it.
It's what Valley just said. It's only if
Okay.
the soak picks it or whatever.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my charge just didn't go up.
Range.
Snart and Troy. Snart and Troy.
Then Irving.
Spread.
Slam. He's knockback and spread.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar soak.
Dodge. Soak.
One more soak. Knock back in 2, and then we spread.
Range. Spread.
See, like right here, try not to cheat too much the third pillar. Look at all this room we have over
It's,
here.
it's Zoomkins and Snart. Zoomkins and Snart.
Okay, spread one time.
Spread.
Chain slam.
Life Bender Ember.
Yeah, for doing knockback, create space for.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your
Spread,
attention.
yeah, spread is happening.
High energy
Yeah,
spread.
Others.
Sorry.
Dodge.
Soak.
Soaps. And one more. That one missed.
No.
I mean, it's kind of the same logic for like melee and Snart and house too, right? Like everyone went to the left one right there. If you guys were more spread right there, it was probably easier to get that soak.
So for that group specifically, I think we just say, so it's Howls and Snart, whoever them and their partners are soaking it every time. So we should just say Howls and Snart always get the close one, their partner always gets the back one.
The one like closest to the marker, you mean?
No, just like, so you guys kind of like spread like front and back. You kind of do what the tanks are doing, like each of you spread front and back, and then just go clockwise if you're not already in one. So if you're ever chained with Howls and Snart on that soak, you just know, okay, I'm gonna go to the back, and then clockwise.
There was a lot fewer people baiting bad things there, and it felt a lot better. Like, you can just tell even getting to the third pillar there, it was even more clear. Like, I know there's probably, what, 3 or 4 more falling sets, but...
Oil check.
Yeah, I think we dropped a flask here too.
Yeah, I mean, there might be a point where it's like good to try and wait to get rid of one, but at the same time, if it's not done 100% correct, it's like detrimental. So it might be more consistent, just not.
I think there's a value in baiting, but I think it's correct that we don't over bait because what Mikey was saying was 100% right. It was like some pulls, it's just like hellish on the third pillar.
Well, yeah, because the middle of the room's gonna be destroyed eventually, because you said after third pillar, range is moving to, like, the door anyway. So, like, that's gonna be pretty fucking clean.
Yeah.
We just have to make sure we can get to the third pillar so cleanly, and I don't think we've had that yet.
Also, Valley, were you holding HTT on purpose? Just to see.
I probably just forgot to do it.
Okay, alright. I was curious if you wanted to like save it for the later part.
I think for now that's a fine place to use it. If it doesn't clean up with repetition towards the end, then we can play around with it. But
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at CDs. I was just looking at rate frame, and it's extremely noticeable that everyone's like everyone's at 60% if you don't use HTT on that set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
Range.
It's gonna be Snart and Inflection. Snart and Inflection. Pulse, there's no good partner.
Spread.
Good people, so you have to get it.
Chain slams next. Just knock back and then spread.
High energy. Spread.
The character is like stuck in this bench. There we go.
Yeah, you're up.
Dodge.
Get to the square.
So.
This helps. You can knock back and
Careful being on that side melee.
and spread. This is fine time to bait one to like moon. And it's inflection and shelf. Inflection and shelf.
Spread out.
Spread.
Chain slams next.
Left under.
Still the SLT under melee.
This is knockback and spread.
Create
Look at
space
the
for
screen, you dumb
range.
shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
Spread.
Get to pillar.
Dodge.
RQB.
So.
It still work.
Find your part.
Do not bait spread, but do not
We can
bait
go right
to
on
X.
the first
Do not bait to X. It's going to be Snart and Zoomkins. Snart. No. It's going to be Zoomkins and Shelf. Zoomkins and Shelf. Zoomkins
Spread.
and Shelf.
Spread.
Ludwig, I'll move forward with you here, Spoon, on the thing.
You'll just have to.
Chain slam.
Yeah.
This is kind of fuck steps.
Next time we're gonna go this way and thread the needle over there.
Yeah, we'll thread the needle to the left here. You guys should
Yeah, there's someone else. Oh, you don't want to go
And you get knockback, create space for range, and Crispin, you guys can bait there. Bait like
High energy.
Yeah.
Spread.
Yep, just big move after.
Dodge.
Zoomkins just hold pot. You're about to die. This is personal right here.
So.
Let's go through. Okay.
Was that the one we were supposed to?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I guess we
It's
both had it, so
yeah.
I just.
It's just when you guys have it, it's just you and Snart. There's no other backups. I should have been calling for backups there too. Then look at Gertie's death, Hans.
Yeah, it's I died to the
Look at the
charge.
bathroom.
I pressed Desperate Prayer and it wasn't CD, and I pressed Healthstone, it wasn't CD, and I couldn't press Health Pot fast enough. I forgot that I used both of them already.
Yeah, Girthy, if it looked like I was moving slow there to get to the third one, it's because, like, I just have to cast my Void
it's
Eruption
fine.
there, and then I start moving.
I saw your Void Torrent, so I knew I could just stand still for a little bit.
Yeah, I was just popping my cooldown, and then I have fine movement damage, so I can just move with you. But if I don't cast Void Eruption in time, it won't be up for fourth.
On that one, there's no barrier, so I'm not like in super rush to get there to survive, I feel like.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we got there in fine time. I just didn't want you to think I was being lazy.
Minister, you good?
Said he was going P.
Oh, take free right now then.
Cesar, did you read Whispers?
I did.
Are these how the nameplates are supposed to look, or no?
Yeah, that's fine. It's a stacking one. I'm fine with that. That's how I use it. You can probably decrease the like a height or spacing, but it's fine. I have no issue with this.
Is Pillar 2 kind of spicy? It seems like it is. For I don't know. I can I move a DCD around Sizzlack?
아 오늘 해보니까 생각이 많이 바뀌었어요.
Yeah, I have karma for 3.
지혜가
so
너무
it's
힘드네,
like
이거.
I shield the entire hit and then I heal for that same amount as well.
뒤에가 너무 힘들어.
I want to dampen 2.
그리고 이거
I'll be
리스트림
back
너무
up
안 좋은 것
again.
같아. 화질이 너무 낮아지는 것 같아. 양쪽 다. 그래서 다음 주부터는 다시 트위치로 할까 생각하고 있습니다. 네, 유튜브 이거는 어떻게 뜨게 하는지 모르겠어서 유튜브는 안 떠요.
Need some big avoidance for this fight.
Big burst.
What endurance conduit are you using, Girthy?
Think about it. Next week, you could go your second Soulbind and have 2 endurance conduits.
But Naya's too strong.
This motherfucker alive.
Good for PvP, dude.
I guess technically you could have 2 endurance right now, but you'd give up an entire potency, which is...
Zephyr, do you have a mailbox?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll send it to you right now.
I feel like the last Soulbind guy we unlock as Night Fae, it's like his first thing seems so good.
Mucky, you can flask.
I don't really burst that hard. Not a fan of that one. I like the passive one.
이치고 너비가 뭐야? 아, it's gonna be.
Can you get friendly nameplates to
Chain
show
slam.
class color?
신화에서는
cannot, because
이게 이미
it's
들어오는
very-
피해가 많기
very
때문에 그 땡겨 들어가서 맞는
There's a way to make them more clear. I saw on like some limit
어,
streamer. Like mine are like hard to see.
출혈도 아프고 힐러들이 땡겨가면은 힐이 딸리기 때문에 이게 딜러들끼리 걸린 4명을 말해서 그 4명만 들어가는 거예요. 그리고 이게 땡겨지는 게 제일 뒤에 있는 4명 중에 한 명이 걸리게 됐거든요. 그래서 4명을 불러가지고 그 4명이 뒤쪽으로 가면 무조건 그 4명 중에 한 명이 걸려요.
The name is the same
그래서
color for everyone. It's
그
just the bars.
이름 2명 불러주면은 그 2명이랑 그 2명이랑 같이 걸린 4명이 뒤로 가가지고 같이 맞고.
What do you think, Zach? You think the leech pet's worth it?
I couldn't even fucking pay attention to that.
Damn. Didn't even notice.
Pumping, dude. Look at it. It's like doing 1k HPS.
I will say though, I mean we are not potting, but we are definitely not meeting the DPS benchmark. I mean I'm not worried about that right now, but like we are far off from DPS benchmark for each
What do
pillar.
you lose for that, Jared?
Looks like 2.5% DPS. And survival of the fittest. So I lose a DR.
Range.
Who needs it though when you just leech forehead?
That's right.
It's Shelf and Troy. Shelf and Troy.
I'm gonna try to VE like 5 seconds earlier, says Lack.
Yeah, that's actually perfectly fine.
Because it'll come up like...
I just want the V to cover the impact damage, so you don't have to like use it right before. V is 15 seconds anyway.
Yeah.
Back and then spread.
And go look
Mikey, when you do it, can you say my VE?
My VE!
I'm gonna forget half the time. Like, I don't care. If
High
this like calls it
energy.
every time, that's like,
Shred.
honestly.
I call it.
Move to pillar.
Dodge.
Oh.
Everything.
Soak.
Soak. One more soak. Knockbacks of 2. And then we spread. 1 range can bait.
Range. Spread.
It's going to be Troy and Inflection. Troy and Inflection.
Spread again.
You spread for me. I'm doing my rotation.
It's just like we could be way over here.
Yeah. That place is good too. But you gotta move more for the pillar. That's the
You don't think it's far enough?
No, I think we're fine. I just wasn't sure.
It's through the SLT on the perfect.
I'm a bitch.
Oh my god.
You dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
Res Ludic.
High energy.
Did you guys get knocked back to my
Yes, it targeted me, and then the knockback pushed me back into the falling rough.
Yeah, you can never dodge it. Like,
You'll be fine.
So.
That's the first though.
Oh, you want to go over there?
Yo, I'm not even kidding. If you could do that every time, that'd be sick as shit. Just have him waiting there.
Yeah, let me just fucking magically do that again.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Because we did anything different at all.
I mean, like, is there like a reason you can't have him close before he charges?
It's because
Snart and Zimkin. Snart. No, Snart and Troy. Snart and Troy. Snart and Troy.
Going right.
That again.
Range needs to spread a little more.
Spread.
Yeah, Kyle, you're by yourself. Just go to fucking China.
Chains next.
Is this far enough?
I can't fucking see.
I don't like this positioning, Duck. Okay.
I don't like our X in circle right now.
고억 줄걸. 고억 줄까 생각했었는데.
Was it just roll damage?
I can move
High
it.
energy. Spread.
Oh, we're plenty fine.
Oh yeah.
Looks like shit.
Then we get X.
Go right, Doug.
Dodge.
Committing to the back.
Yeah, we'll go far.
This is
I'm
personal.
not going
This is
that
personal.
this time.
Soak.
I'm just not trying to mess up myself.
Hey, easy.
Yeah, can I just do that every time? Fucking stressing me out.
Since binders.
Range. Spread.
out.
Because, yeah, it's not. The range, you guys should be moving toward the entrance. Like when the thing happens, you guys are...
Spread out again.
Dog, you're giving me a heart attack right there.
Spread.
Chain slam.
Lightfinder Amber.
This one's Crisp,
Look at the
Jenkins,
screen,
and
you
Troy.
dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
To get the gate.
Okay.
Gate, we need to.
Let's swap what just- okay.
Dodge.
Running in.
Give space for range. Give space for range.
Give
Give space for range.
Why is he charging? Why didn't he
Yeah.
roll?
Chain messed up.
He's
so-
charging because Chain Slam got messed up because I called it late. Because I was looking at like spacing. It's my fault.
Ah,
What?
okay.
I
Did
didn't
that
quite
scenario
hear.
ever this lag? Like, is that even livable?
What do you mean?
So it targeted me and then it roared and I just get pushed into it. I guess if my partner was like ready, I could just run
So
opposite.
the death you had is extremely common death in everyone's progression. It's basically when there's a overlap with the rubble and roll, like the roll happening. So people who's dodging the rubble in front of the rubble, they get knocked back into the rubble and they just die. So you never dodge rubble like in front of it. You always dodge like right or left, if that even makes sense.
I mean, if I had body and soul, I feel like I could live it, but like since I don't, I actually have 0 movement speed. And I can't like night fire or rocket jump because it'll just snap my partner's neck.
No, it's not.
Your
It's
partner
not
would have
even.
to
It's
run.
not even about movement speed. It's just about being aware that can happen. So like your partner and you. It's not just on you, right? Like your partner also had to like react faster.
So what you're saying is it's Snart's fault. All right, fuck you, Snart, idiot.
That's
Roar is
sometimes-
coming. You guys can either run through it or not be there. Is your only 2 options.
It's just like about me getting stunned right there.
Yeah, fucking JB Hard attack right there.
Oh,
We went the opposite way.
it's okay.
No, I know. I saw what happened. It just gave me a heart attack. That's all.
사정거리에서 벗어났습니다.
You ready, Zephyr?
Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, go ahead.
Also, yeah, Snart's right. I'm just stupid because I could have just dispersed and probably lived
5,
in that bad
4,
scenario.
3, 2, 1.
Range.
It's going to be Crisp and Troy. Crisp and Troy.
Spread out.
Spread.
Chain slam.
죽을 것 같아가지고. 자리 여기.
Sure. Spread out.
High energy. Spread.
Next
Not
killer.
just talk.
Yeah, dude, it's been so long.
Come on, Troy.
Dodge.
Really?
Soak.
Is that melee?
Yeah, it might have been mine. I'm not sure if I saw that. If no one else thinks it's that, it's definitely mine.
So is that my bad, or should I
I
just?
don't even know.
Because I know that we're doing like the right left thing, but when they're both like perfectly on right, do I just? It makes more sense to me if they're both on right like that for me to go back because I'm closer. But I think you said you wanted priority on going back.
No.
But I've been doing that on the third one.
I'll go for it. I just hesitated and moved to the wrong one.
You can just do a thing where like one person takes front and right, and the other's back and left.
Right, but then you come into this situation where they're both
Pause, can you
equidistant
reload?
on the
Do you
same
see
side.
how like Zephyr shelf lock on
Or
your
they're-
nameplate? Your nameplate's kind of fucked right now for some reason.
You just give Sizz like remote desktop and he can just do shit with you.
He's trying to move in.
He like just takes over.
You
And
see
it's
how your
like-
nameplate fucked up, right? It's gigabyte.
Starts canceling casts for him.
Last second boss. Ice
It was showing the NPCs as like nameplates as players.
Hey.
It's good now. Every time I reload my UI, it like grabs all the data from other people. It fucking lags my game for like 15 seconds.
Okay, let's get pulled. I don't know if we're waiting for someone.
You good to go, Haikon?
Yep.
오, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Range.
This one's Implection and Troy. Implection and Troy.
Spread.
Chain slam. Knock back and spread.
High energy. Spread.
After this
Killer.
spread, it's first.
Dodge. Soak.
Oh, we did it.
Yep.
Getting knocked in 2, and then we spread.
Range. Spread.
Again.
This one's Implection and Zoomkins. Implection and Zoomkins.
Spread.
Chain slam.
Snart and
That's not your amber.
Things that happening, SLT under the boss, and then you guys get knocked back. Create space for range. Create space for range.
Spread out.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
High energy. Spread.
Oh well.
Yeah, this is bad. Because
Pillar?
houses
Go to
and
pillar.
Dodge.
But yeah, do pillars here.
Soak.
Yeah, my gear V might be too early right there, but it's fine.
try and stay on the edge of the barrier. I know it's
Partners.
Spread.
Range. Spread.
Range, like spacing is kind
I'll
of
move to you.
fucked with the moon, so.
Why do I not see Luxfinder anyway? Oh, he's on top of me as a
It's
branch.
Implection,
Spread again.
Implection and crisp, Implection and
Spread.
crisp. So how you have to get out and okay.
You gotta get
Wait for your
Yeah.
crisp. You guys have to move out.
Slams next.
so big with that. Holy shit, you just
I got
This
you.
one's Devo.
You just get fucking fisted, dude.
Quiet. Devo.
Is knock spread. No.
Fucking useless chatters.
Spread one more time and then it's pillar.
High energy. Spread.
Go far, Doug.
Okay. We'll have to move over this.
Dodge.
Zip self
Defensive.
property of spot.
So.
Where's the fur? Where's it right now?
Partners.
Range. Spread.
Spread here.
We'll go towards the door.
You guys
Derby.
go toward door. Range will
Wait
goes
under.
to the entrance door.
Spread.
Next one
slam.
is APT Valley, don't forget.
Be crisp and
Left hand amber.
And Doug, you should be wingsing as soon as it comes up and just fucking pump HPS here. Off your crisp, off your crisp.
spread out again. Just keep going. Spread out.
High energy.
Next is
Spread.
pillar. Right after this is pillar. So you guys are moving to our. Just move. Don't worry about damage right now.
Dodge.
Just get the movement. Don't get charged.
Soak.
So range. Like house and start, yeah, you guys are still getting that set right there, yeah. That's like range should be by start.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
your
we should have
attention.
lost it like before.
Yeah, the boss would have been dead if we lost it. Fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Range.
Low.
Spread.
It's
No,
fine. Healers.
yeah.
Where do you want the boss after this part? Do you want him to be pulled back a little bit so that the range don't have to...
House, move your like POV a little bit so I can.
Going towards the skull.
Spread.
It's usually the boss can be like boss being here right now is like really bad because like range doesn't have space, right? You can move the boss a little to the center-ish, and melee could probably find a place to extend if that even makes sense.
Just read.
Like you see moon, right? Like if the boss is somewhere near the moon, like it gives a little bit more space for range to spread for a couple more stomp.
High energy. Spread. Dodge.
He's hitting the wall.
Soak.
And before hitting the wall, like you guys see where the fourth pillar is broken right now, and there's like a open space. That's where everyone should be gathering and like all this shit.
Does the wall create soaks?
No, I don't think so.
The pillars being destroyed is what makes the soaks. If he breaks one accidentally, that's when it spawns soaks.
That VE was too early, says Lack.
Yeah, because the VE was too early because when the impact happened, VE only had 5 seconds left. I just all I want from VE is like you to heal the impact damage as much as
Yeah,
you
no,
can.
I know. I just know the third one seems scarier, so I just wanted it to be up for that. Holy shit! It healed 402,000.
I mean, you might have a good point. Like, so that second charge actually shouldn't be the scary part. Like, if we get more pulls in, like that roar, your second V might have more value in the future. But for now, let's just use your V a little bit closer to the impact. I might change it in the future though.
Yeah, the only reason I did it early is because when you do start caring about damage, like on the third pillar, I'm gonna have to use a global on VE, which like I get it, 1 DPS global won't matter, but if I just pop it I can pop it even a little later than that, and it should still be up like as he's charging for the third, so I'll just keep fucking with it.
Okay. But that was a good pull. Other than a couple like random death here and there. Which
You made it to
will
enrage.
get- Yeah.
So.
You know, like the percentages we should be.
Yeah, I know. So
For each pillar,
Yeah,
basically.
for each pillar, yeah, I have a target for each pillar. And surprisingly, we are not that far off. Like, I mean, it's RNG. Some pulls we are like fucking 5% off. Some pulls we are like only 1% off. And that's without even potting. So.
Also, random question: Are we
The
confirmed?
important thing
not-
is just to be consistent.
4,
About going through these.
3,
Are we confirmed not raiding tomorrow?
Yes, we are not waiting tomorrow. I talk about this after we're done waiting, but we are not waiting for New Year's Eve. Baiting targets Crisp and Snart.
General Rich.
You weirdos are going out.
Get drunk and do score.
Do cocaine, yeah!
Spread.
TM Sean.
You mean get drunk on a Tuesday? That's
Chain
TM Sean.
Chain slam.
What's wrong with that?
These are binders. Tramp
Not
control.
freaking room or spread. Fuck am I saying?
High
Spread.
energy. Spread.
After spread, we make our way to the pillar.
Pillar so.
let's do it. Yeah, okay.
Dodge.
I'm getting good crit. This is the kill.
Soak.
Soak. One more soak. Knockback in 1, and then we spread. Don't be greedy, range. 1 range per
Range.
range.
Spread.
Find your partner.
Spread.
This one is going to be crisp and inflection. Crisp and
Spread.
inflection.
Chains.
Yeah.
Defender Ember.
Chain slam.
Like moving.
And here inflection up now.
Gonna be knockback and then spread.
You make
Range,
extra
space,
range,
wait, range,
Dumb
space,
shit. I'm
space
trying to get
borders.
your attention.
Especially the one that we just got.
you
High
make range with
energy.
tanks.
Spread.
Pillar after this. Pillar time.
Dodge. So,
This V timing seems fine. Uh-oh. Red's worthy. How did you do that?
Oh shit, that was 100% my bad. Yeah.
Poor Snark, dude.
range. Spread.
Sorry.
Baiting Zoomkins and Shelf. Zoomkins and Shelf.
3 to left.
Okay, spread out again.
Spread.
Hug the left. Oh, Christ.
Back.
This is awful.
This one works. This one works. Go back.
This one's AM into right, that was too early, but that's fine. It's actually fine.
Knockback and then spread.
So really know where we can go.
Inflection health pot, crisp health pot.
High energy. Spread.
We got a far run.
This is pillar.
This is personal
Dodge.
here. Good thing you have to health pot. Okay, good. So
Sorry, Valor. Can you do the ringer on that one?
Partners.
Range. Spread.
Now we can start using.
Gyrator and Zoomkins. Should I go baiting Gyrator and Zoomkins?
Then innervate.
Let's go to the left to this thing. We can't
Be a bear.
Yeah, Valley.
And Kai, when you get grip, just use fucking turtle.
Defender Ember.
Chain
With the
slam.
chains up.
Chain slamming.
Look at the
We have
screen,
the
you
tank.
dumb shit. I'm
Run
trying
wild.
to get your attention.
That felt different. Like I didn't think I changed anything, but it just felt like I was bleeding out the whole time.
Do you guys think? I mean,
High energy.
healers will probably focus a little more on Raid because Raid was taking a lot of damage. Do you feel that you need something for that window?
No, I
Like
could have
PS?
called something. It's just I haven't needed anything there, so
No,
I
the
was.
people didn't have
thought it was
PS. Like no one. I mean, I guess Doc had sack right
Yeah,
there.
no.
But
Garcia's paint step was up.
It was up. I just used it
No, that's
as
that,
he died.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. Like we've been there before. I felt fine. Something felt off, but it may have been on me. I don't think I pressed anything different.
my theory is that healers were healing Raid more because that Raid
I
flame
think we
right
double
there
caved
was.
a lot.
Yeah, right there, the Raid was taking insane amount of like damage.
that's
Everyone was
true.
like 20%, so you probably didn't get healed that much right there.
Try swapping to double beacon.
I don't think you have to do that for a one-off.
Also, I don't think that helps Icon.
That too.
Yeah. Let's
'Cause I
just
already
get
have
more pulls. I think we are getting better. Like we're for sure getting better. Like each pulls gets cleaner and cleaner.
Actually, I can probably swap something to make sack more valuable if we wanted to do that.
I just think it was just a one-off. That's fine.
Okay.
I can always just call something there if I feel in danger again.
아, 씨.
4, 3, 2,
내 실수로 누구 죽이니까 기분이 좀 그렇네.
Range.
It's going to be Snart and Troy. And Hunters, so after we break third pillars and there's Chain Slam, I'm always almost guaranteed to prioritize Hunters for Chain Slam. I want you guys to use immunities for that Chain Slam.
Chain slam next.
Basically just sit in fucking immunity your turtle. Like you get gripped in and sit in turtle for the roar if you can.
Knockback and spread.
Spread in one.
High energy. Spread.
After this we go to the pillars.
Pillar.
Dodge.
Go left here. Go.
Get your soaks.
Hit from here, wow.
Resin fast before.
Never mind.
Range. Spread.
Really, on that part, I'm always gonna move out to let you hit the
Spread
boss.
out.
They're just too
It's inflection, and zoomkins. Inflection and zoomkins.
Chain slams next.
Right behind your amber.
So it's SLT under the boss.
Life is just always how close you want to be to the boss.
Yeah.
Create
Spread
space
out.
for the range.
Look at
Create
the
space
screen,
for
you
the
dumb
range.
shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
High energy. Spread.
Next. Go.
Dodge.
Cookie. There you go. That way.
They should right? Like, at least one.
Soak.
Both of them. Good.
We just do that every time.
I know, right?
Partners.
Yeah, like right there, throw you one in like the barrier. It just helps
Range.
with that round. If
Spread.
you guys can be in barrier, just try to make effort to do that. Base inflection and zoomkins. Inflection and zoomkins.
Spread out again.
Spread.
Where the health spot?
Chain slam.
Alright, we're sharing right side.
That's fine. Duck will have the wall and go far.
Knockback. Spread.
Let's make room for tanks.
Start and I are together. If we can get it back up.
Zoomkins, you're
Spread.
soaking that one, the house one.
Okay. Pillar next.
Dodge.
Inflection critical spot and personal right now. We're doing personal.
Soak.
Xander health spot. Xander health spot. Please. Okay, we missed.
That was a melee one.
Yeah, it was the deep right.
I mean, it was really good pull. Can't like throw pulls away or.
발로 뭉갤 때 난 소리가 너무 좋아.
Do we actually want to roar? I don't know if that's gonna like be scary for people or not.
For which part?
Moving.
Yo, roars fucked me up once or twice.
I don't think we get more.
Like, I go to like reposition and then all of a sudden I get movement speed and I run on top of someone.
We're all moving together. I mean, would it get people there faster? Just kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's really no rush in getting to that space. I feel like there is a lot of time to get there. Is everyone ready?
I gotta go get a neck brace.
You know how you want people to be over here after we break a pillar at the entrance?
Yeah.
Maybe we should just like gateway after we soak in like our change route, like we did on Rook, and then spread out afterwards.
I feel like that's going to be really chaotic. Trying to get
No,
them spread
yeah,
out
I
over there.
think gateway is too much because it basically like clumps up everyone, and that's not what I really want. I just want people to kind of loosely spread around the entrance.
There's a lot of
I
time
know, but I
after
think
we-
I
after
think
we
you have
took
time
the
though.
spread.
Well, it also seems like we don't have to book it over there to like get the spread. Like you can just slowly move. Like if one or two more falls bait in like the middle, it's not the end of the world.
Whoever just whispered me, I can't.
오늘이요?
Or what your name is.
It's probably fucking Ludic.
네, 이제 한 60초 좀 넘었을걸요.
I think everyone's ready.
I think it's
오늘 괜찮게 되고 있는 것 같아요.
Yeah, everyone's ready now. We're gonna pull.
이대로라면은 리셋 바로 전에 잡을 수 있을 것 같기도 하고 모르겠어요. 오늘은 불가능하고 내일 내일은 레이드 없고 월요일도 좀 힘들 것 같긴 한데.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could min-max by like a half second.
잘 모르겠어요.
Range.
Okay, baiting targets Snart and Shelf. Snart and Shelf. No, Snart and Inflection. Snart and Inflection. Snart and Inflection.
Spread.
Being chosen in the Hunger Games. Chain slam.
You want to go left, you said?
No, we'll go around the
Spread
right.
out.
Okay, I
Back
figured.
spread.
Spread in 3, and then we go to the pillar.
High energy spread.
Oh, this is the pole, dude.
Pillar. Go to pillar.
Dodge. So.
We spread.
Range. Spread.
How come you?
Just out of curiosity, did anyone pot? Bates, Crisp, and Zoomkins. Bates, Crisp, and Zoomkins. If you potted
Spread.
in this pool, just say,
Spread.
okay, I did. If not, don't say anything.
I did.
Chain slam.
Snart in
Red Thunder Ember.
Create space
No.
for range. Create space for range.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your
High
attention.
energy. Spread.
Pillar. Go to
Go
pillar.
to the pillar.
Dodge.
I'm ready whenever.
Soak.
There's only one group in that back left range one, so make sure you guys both get them.
Holy shit.
Being Chris cards!
Big pump.
Two partners.
Make sure. Yeah.
Range.
New
Spread.
targets. It's Troy and Zoomkins. Troy and Zoomkins.
Spread one more time.
Yeah.
Spread.
Chain slam.
Troy and Zoomkins. Doggy yellow. Okay, good.
Knock back and then spread.
Range, create space for the people who just got gripped.
High energy spread.
Pillar after this.
Give me a second, Chris. Not just book up there.
Whenever you're good. Oh, we gotta go right. I just gotta go.
Dodge.
This one's your personal. We are actually super fucking healthy. Just personal. No pots needed.
So.
Oh,
Red. Okay. Someone have to
Help.
stop one.
Oh yeah.
How did you get clipped?
I was standing super far in front of it and still hit me. So
Said help.
If you look
That
at where
was
he's
the pull,
standing, he went like through the hitbox for some reason.
I don't know if you can see on Hal's screen, but this is where I was standing, and it hit me.
That's weird. His body was like forward past the pillar, even though we collided it with the same little corner we do every
I
time.
don't know. Maybe the game's trying to tell you something, Nathan. Maybe you're a fat bitch.
Evidently.
Fuck. It's transferred on.
You're not
it's
stupid though,
me.
so you got that going for you.
Stop eating his eggs, he started eating, other shit.
Like, I specifically back up, so I'm way out of melee range.
Yeah, I mean, it's just super unfortunate because like the
That
pool
was a
is
perfect
so
pull, and then
no,
that
it's so
happened.
good pool. Like no one had to use health pot there. No one did too because it was like super clean until the charge 3. Because usually people are like fucking rotting like a shit. But everyone's healthy.
It's because I missed my PI on inflection temple, so I use it on myself for my shot.
Really? Okay. and the reason that I asked if anyone potted is like we didn't pot, only a healer potted, right? But we were actually making a DPS check on pillar 1.
We blew Sizzlack's mind. His players are actually good at the game. He's like, holy fuck.
Oh, I think we just had 5% variance.
I mean, sometimes you just get first combustion on pillar, and sometimes you don't. Yeah.
Crazy what happens, you know. Sizzlack gets out of the raid and we're just performing better. I don't know.
Imagine if we had an army of the dead on the pull too.
It's true.
Yeah, 225 DK just sitting.
Rule of the thumb.
No, he's 227
What
now.
is he, like 230?
I hear he was 230.
Yeah.
There was
He's wearing like 6 legendaries.
I genuinely think me sitting has more value in us learning this faster. So let's get pulls. Oh, chat one is 20, so let's after that we can get pull.
Let's just get consistent so Sizzlack will let us pot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we have the damage. Like, just looking at the first pillar, like we kind of taper off on second pillar because I guess people are not used to second and third. But like just based on the first pillar alone, we 100% have the damage to kill this boss. We just need to get consistently seeing pillar 3 and pillar 4 so we can fucking pie this boss with pots and everything.
Is our goal to be sub 35 when 4th pillar starts? Or like close to it? Like do we get sub 35 on 4th at all?
Right before it charges? Not really. You can,
Range.
not really.
You like factoring in less from that?
After the pillar 4 is done, it goes to 10%. Baits, snart, no, it's baits, crisp and inflection.
Innovate.
Spread.
Go around the right and then go left.
Knock back and then spread.
High energy. Spread.
Now we move to pillar.
Go to square.
Dodge. So.
God.
I wonder if we can. It's not as important, but I wonder if we can move the boss like after the first like big stomp, like move the boss close to the pillar, so Nella has easier time to DPS for like later. Let's
That's
spread right now.
because like
Spread.
it's kind of going to try to make sure I'm set up.
Yeah.
Smack.
Spread.
You go left.
Spread out.
Baits on crisp and snart. Crisp and snart.
Chain slam.
Snart signer.
Okay.
Crisp and snart.
Left on your ember. I'm gonna go straight through it. I don't know what you can do.
Look at the
I'm gonna
screen, you
go-
dumb shit. I'm trying to get
I'm
your
gonna go around
attention.
side. Like
High
where that wood
energy.
is.
Spread.
I'm here for intervening.
I can fucking see. Holy shit, this camera.
Pillar. Go to pillar.
Dodge. So.
So, one more. Good. Stay in barrier right here. Range, like all the range. Make the effort to stay in this barrier.
Range.
Partners.
Spread.
Spread out again.
You don't have to follow me, Girthy. I was just gonna
It's going to be
We can go around now.
inflection and no. It's going to be snart and zoomkin. Snart and zoomkin. Snart and zoomkin.
Chain. Let's go.
Let's go, Menace.
Doc, this is your AM. Do not forget right now.
Okay.
You guys leave this thing, right?
Create space for range. Create space for range.
High
Spread
energy.
out.
Spread.
Pillar. We go to pillar.
Dodge.
Okay.
So,
I got it.
I don't want to talk about what happened there.
Did you get in it, Zips? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in that one.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Like, what do you fucking mean you don't want to talk what happened there?
It was just a misclick, and then I snapped his neck.
Don't worry, I've done that twice already.
Like, how are we ever going to progress
Yeah,
when
so-
people are doing this?
Here's the recommendation: unbind your movement keys. I already done that. It's not
Like, what? I mean, what's fucking funny about like making to that part and just like wiping for no fucking point? Like, why are you laughing? Is that funny? That's so funny.
It's not funny in that way. It's funny because I've fucked that up as well. I just need to not bind your movement keys because you accidentally or hit it or whatever. You know, preventing future causes of that.
Zephyr, why'd you just whisper me with a smiley face and then watch this? Like, I don't get it.
You know, like wiping right before third pillar like 3 times in a row is like fucking, watching porn trying to jack off and your power goes out like 3 times in a row.
Damn.
I mean, I have a good enough imagination to finish personally, but I guess that would suck for some.
I don't even like that.
Jeeves is down.
One more, then I gotta re-oil my weapon.
True. Gotta re-armor kit your chest too, after this pull.
Yeah, we'll do new consumables after this pull.
Who potted last pull? Just curious.
I did.
I don't think anyone's potting because you haven't told us to, unless they're hiding it.
Hells and dust.
I only use drowning.
I mean, if they're potting, they're paying for themselves. I'm just saying, like, we also met the second DPS check on pillar 2.
range.
So inflection and crisp. Baitings on inflection and crisp.
Innovate.
I'm telling you, once we start potting and once everyone just don't die to dumb death and like
Spread.
heat burn, healing, like this boss is fucking dead.
Chain slam?
Smooth up, Troy.
Like so
Gonna get
fucking dead.
pied.
So fuck.
Yeah,
get
dead.
that.
First thing
Snart.
Oh, right.
Knock back and spread.
Here I come, Gus.
Yep.
Like you don't stand.
This is where we go.
Thanks. I
High
wasn't sure.
and spread.
Cooler.
This makes it easier to just forget the first
Dodge.
Yeah, this is poggers.
So,
How poggers.
The
This way.
poggest.
Just right.
We could resin.
So why not res?
Okay, listen.
Oh, I heard why.
There's one neck snap and the went on.
As if someone gets this to my system.
I thought I was dead too there. 'Cause I guess when it breaks, you actually just don't die because you have pod and shit.
I think for mages, it's been triggering their cauterize.
It caught it, yeah.
Yeah.
I have caught, and then I have pod. OP.
Big pod gamer.
Yeah,
Potters.
It's honestly just
Mikey,
that.
you're
No,
so
don't
fucking
even
trash. You're
don't
so
even
fucking
fucking
trash.
speak. You're actually an idiot. Like you're
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
an idiot. The entire raid has been grouped with me. I need to cast my Void Eruption, and I still make it to soaks in no time. It's not my fault that people are fucking running there instantly as the boss is moving.
What?
That is not my problem.
Go ahead and
Like,
drop
if you don't want to let me get Void
last.
Eruption off, you should sit me. I'm not gonna do damage. No one else has had an issue, so don't fucking cue your mic like a dumb immigrant and say that I'm stupid when everyone else deals with it fine.
Yeah, when we are not potting and not caring about DPS.
Okay,
that's
so
what
let's
matters,
just
right?
spin 60 pulls. I won't learn my timings, and then we'll have to start over again. That'll be fun. Let's do that instead. You're right. I'll stop hitting Void Eruption at all.
Drop flask again.
Where do you line it? I'm confused what you're asking.
Because like I don't know if it's just the third pillar or not, but like the third pillar one is like whenever I don't know if it's just how you hit it or if it's just the pillar itself. But like I feel like whenever we break that one, the soaks are always like out here.
It's just the boss is moving.
It's like
the boss
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like the bots hitting in a certain spot. Or
So-
We're aiming for this corner every time.
And then on this one, the boss likes to walk into it and sometimes run me over.
So,
Because that's just
Haikon and Lading, can we make one adjustment for first pillars after the stamp, like big stomp, right before the charge? Can you? I know it's hard to move boss, but can you try to move it closer to the first pillar so now they have like easier?
have to
time
move it earlier. We cannot move it on that one because he just doesn't move.
Yeah, after second one is we've already left on after second stomp to go pull him in, and he runs on his own there.
Okay, so
you want us just to
basically-
move more drastically because we did it last bowl. We
Yeah, I
did
mean,
move
just do whatever you can to have the charge distance be like slightly shorter.
Okay.
That's what I want. I want to see how much difference it makes. Like if it's
진흙주먹이
not worth
처음으로
it, we
이거
don't have to.
벤티를 첫 번째 패시브 있잖아요. 그거 가속 터지는 게 엄청 잘 맞는 것 같아. 두 번째랑 세 번째 내가 올려야 될 때 딱 가속이 들어.
Give each other a hand oiling each other's weapons.
오, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Range.
Baitings on shelf and inflection. Shelf and inflection.
네,
Spread.
Yeah,
Chains.
Go more to the right. You're on the right side.
Smart injury.
Knock back and roll or spread.
Spread in two.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar after this.
I shouldn't have done
Dodge.
The rider.
So.
So one more. Knockback in two. And then we spread.
Range. Spread.
Bait on Troy and Crisp. Troy and Crisp.
아 너무 좋아.
We'll just go around this.
블러드 쓴것 같아.
Spread.
Fender Ember.
Queensland's coming in. SLT under the boss in two.
Knock back and spread.
Create space for range. Range, create space.
Look at the screen, you dumb shit. I'm trying to get your attention.
High energy. Spread.
Pillar after this.
Dodge.
Mike is VE.
So.
This VE is actually pretty good. Soak one more time. Range, try to stay in barrier, like on the edge.
There's a little edge.
Yeah, yeah. Stay there. Good.
Range.
Spread.
Spread.
Baitings on Zoomkins and Shelf. Zoomkins and Shelf.
Spread out one more time.
We have to go to range.
Chain slam.
We can squeeze it back in here. Around it or leap it.
This is knock and spread. Let's get out of the cookie.
Once you guys get knocked, create space, yeah. Yeah, good, good.
High energy. Spread.
One spread.
Pillar after this. Go to pillar.
Dodge.
Red one healers. Zips, health pod, inflection, health pod.
So.
That's my bed system.
Did you guys get stomped?
No, we clipped each other right on the edge.
Yeah,
Spreading.
I was ramping there. I should have said something. Sorry.
I didn't think it would clip. Sorry.
It was like a pixel.
I mean, that's what was it? Just you guys being greedy, or did you guys actually not have space?
I was
that
on
you
the
guys had
pillar.
to be
I couldn't.
Like there was definitely more pixels to my left than my right, for sure.
Okay. I just wanted to understand if that happened because range wasn't split it
No,
enough.
no, no. There was definitely room to move a little bit more to my left.
Also, I just talked about this now, but like raiding, we are not raiding tomorrow, so Thursday, New Year's Eve, no raiding. But I don't know whether we are going to raid on Saturday or Sunday. I'll let you guys know like as soon as I can, because some people are still waiting for their like schedules, whatnot.
Make sure you guys re-oil. Just let me know when your C's are good health.
15 seconds. I'm good.
오, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Range.
Baits on Shelf and Snart. Shelf and Snart.
Spread.
Chain slam.
Try and go more to the right.
I kind of want to go straight back here, duck to the left.
Spread. No.
Spread in 5, and then we go to the pillar.
We'll have time to get back in.
High energy. Spread.
Go to pillar.
Dodge. So.
It soaks. One more. It's the Howl's one that got
Was
missed.
it?
Yeah, it was Howl's one that got missed.
Mugga.
4 people went left and Howl's tried to go
Spread.
right, but it was too late.
Spinning.
There he is.